Good morning, gamers. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you, Mira, for that lovely image. Right as just like as I'm sitting here eating my pizza, and I'm like, man, it's slow day, isn't it? And then right as I'm about to go live, that's what I gotta deal with. Uh, oh man, I am like weirdly sore today. I say weirdly as if I didn't go to work today and work my fucking ass off for a job that I'm like almost certain at this point. Sorry, we're gonna start the stream off with just like a bit of life chat, right? Um, like I'm almost certain I'm putting in my 2 weeks at my job. It's getting dire, right? So today is Thursday. For those of you who don't have a calendar and don't celebrate the 7 day week, right? Today's Thursday. Um, Working a morning shift is already kind of difficult at a coffee place, right? Because of course you have everybody who wakes up early in the morning and wants to go to work, and they leave their house and they say, "Oh shit, I forgot to brew coffee this morning," or maybe they're weirdos who could afford to go to a coffee place every morning, and they show up, and you know what they want? They don't want you to be friendly with them, and they don't want to you don't they don't want to like chat with you or hang out. You know what they fucking want? They want their coffee and they want it immediately. So that's all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about being friendly or anything like that. You just have to be on the ball. And so I get there this morning. I get there half an hour before we open, and the store is just like, of course the actual furniture and stuff and the actual bars still the same, but like everything is moved around. Like everything from the last time I was in there, and I've only been off for like 3 days. Everything is moved around, and so I'm like, well, shit. I have opened for the store on a weekly basis for the last like 6 to 8 months at this point, and it's not something I think about anymore. I'm mechanically like I just am mechanically used to doing it, right? Um, and everything being not where it's supposed to be just adds a ton of time to my starting routine because I'm having to run around the store trying to look for all the shit that I'm supposed to get out and get ready. And already on days where I know where everything is and everything is reachable and stuff like that, I barely have enough time to get that store ready for the part that I have to do. And so I'm not even close to getting the store ready when we actually open the doors, and people are there immediately. Like, people are already in the drive-through before we're open, right? And so I just have a shit morning, and I just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and end up being on the drive-through bar all day, and I'm tired, and like I'm thinking to myself, they I talked about this yesterday. They promoted the one person who I thought they shouldn't promote. We've been hemorrhaging team members, and particularly we've hemorrhaged most of our team leads. There's now only like two left compared to the five that there were 2 months ago. Right? We're just hemorrhaging them. And so they were hiring team leaders, and the one person who I was like, they cannot promote this guy because nobody respects him and nobody's gonna listen to him as a leader, right? Uh, like, because leadership is not just being good at your job, right? Leadership is its own inherent skill, and the longer you work, the more you understand this, right? When you're in high school or whatever, right? You think to yourself, if I'm the best person at my job, that means obviously, um, I should be like a manager, right? And that's not how it works. Being a team leader or being a manager or anything like that requires skills and knowledge and presence that this guy just doesn't have. And he gets the bump anyways over probably a good 4 or 5 people I could easily think of who do have that presence, who do have that respect, right? This guy suffers from terminal male-itis, and I'm willing to catch some flack for that because he's absolutely the kind of person you could be in a conversation with someone else and he's not involved at all, and he has to be involved, right? He just has to be involved in it, even if he has no knowledge about the conversation. He'll just say some shit, and you'll be like, "Where's that coming from? Like, where did you hear that?" And he's like, "I don't know. I thought it was common knowledge." And it's like, what the fuck? I didn't fucking ask you, right? Like, um, and so he got the bump, and so now I'm like, I'm never gonna survive a shift with this fucking clown. If he's ever my shift lead, I'm gonna end up like just absolutely making a clown out of him, right? Um, and I just don't know. I genuinely just don't know. Um, I don't have any other jobs or anything lined up, but like that in combination with the fact that they are cutting my hours again. And it's not like they're just cutting them like they did the last time where I went from like 25 hours a week to 16. Next week, I work 3 days for 4 hours each, and the week after that, I work 2 4-hour shifts. It's just not even worth attending the work week when it's like, yeah, no, you could come to work and we'll give you like $100. Uh, like, it's just not even worth it at that point. Like, what is literally pre-taxes? Hold on, I have to pull up a fucking calculator because I have to think about this. I get paid. I would make $135 before taxes. Like, before taxes. I need 3 times that amount after taxes in any week to make this fucking job worth it. Um, at that point, it's just not even worth going to work. Like, it's an insult. And we're still terminally short-staffed, right? We're still, that was the other part of the thing today is everybody who was on the morning shift got there by 6:30, and there were 4 of us plus a team lead. And team leads on the morning shift have other things to do. They don't just work the floor, right? They're also supposed to like make sure deliveries came in and check stock and like order in for the rest of it and do all this other stuff. Like they're not on the floor. So you effectively have like a 4-person shift, right? You have like 2 people on bar, 1 person on front register, and like making all of the food, which those 2 positions on a good morning shift deserve to have a dedicated person each, right? And then like 1 person working solo drive-through. And it's just like it's unfair. It's unfair to all of us. We all get there by 6:30 and then nobody comes in, right? There's a giant gap in the schedule where it's just us and there's no relief until 10:30, at which point everybody who was there when I was there, right? All the people who were core openers are all leaving. And so at the exact same time that you get your relief staff, the 3 people who come in, you're losing those 3 people. Um it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna be a little annoyed at some of my coworkers here because they're all, a lot of them are university kids or what have you, and they just don't have a shred of class consciousness in their bones. We are technically a union store, but there's not a single one of them who's willing to actually do anything. I still remember, God, this was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago when we had an honest to God union meeting and had like 16 of the 20 people invited show up. That is big. And there were some legitimate grievances shared in that meeting and all that. And I was heavily, heavily pushing for some kind of, if not like a strike movement, right? A walkout, either that week or the next week. I was very adamant, right? even against like the judgment of our technically the person who is our union representative, but who also um is on illegal suspension, right? Because Starbucks loves doing this. They love breaking labor laws. Oops, I said the name of the company. Oh well. Everybody knows where I work. Um, like, I was very, very adamant on that. I was like, if y'all want to be taken seriously, if y'all want our tech or like our acting store manager and our district manager and all these people who are fucking us, who are fucking at every single person in that store daily, right? Then we have to do something. Doing something next. Why is. Hello? Is stream mode not on? Is Discord not recognizing that OBS is running? Sure. Thank you for the Estinian, though. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, there we go. That's weird. Um, and like these people who are fucking everyone in the store because all their decisions that affects all of us, then we have to do something. People agreed to be potential to the option of joining with a nationwide strike on in March 22nd, right, which is only 2 weeks away now, and there has been almost like no talk of it since then. But I was very much like, we have to do something now, right? We need to put together a formal list of grievances, and on like a busy Saturday morning, we need to walk out. We need to show them that we're not fucking around. And I couldn't get anybody on my side. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to play the card, but like, they should have listened to me. Like something should have happened. The fact that there was so much anger in the room, that there was so much frustration in the air and so much positive energy, and we just let it slip through our fingers. It crushes me. That crushes me more than anything else that's happened at the store recently, is that we had the momentum, the energy, the drive, and didn't make anything of it. So I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the store, and I don't really know where I'm gonna go after this. I don't really have any job prospects lined up. Um, but like I can't be there anymore. I can't do it. I can't put up with it, you know? And I say this so often that like I want to come home and I want to be energized and like creatively powerful and come home and do some housework and then sit down and do stream prep, and then I do the streams, and that I have time to do all the projects. I have discussed on my Discord about redoing this whole overlay here. Um because as much as I like it, I have some niggling complaints with it, and I also kind of want to try my hand at making my own thing, right? Because I want to be able to uh, have an overlay setup that I can kind of change and modify over time and adapt it to events and stuff like that, and have that power of having a little bit more hands-on control with my whole setup. And I have some pretty, what I think are some pretty clever ideas. It's something that's probably going to take me a good couple of weeks to put together once I've actually started the project. But that's the issue, is I still haven't even started. The idea has not even left paper, because days like today, I spend like 20 minutes after work just in my car, idling, listening to music, just trying to relax. And then I come home and I feed my cat and I go to the bathroom, and then I just like lay in bed for 2 hours, and then suddenly it's almost stream time. Suddenly I have to get food and maybe spend a little bit on Twitter trying to just, just like chatting with people and trying to be social. using up those spoons, and then it's stream time. And the knowledge in my brain is like, as soon as I'm done with stream today, I'm gonna have to render out this VOD, and then I immediately go to bed, and then I have work tomorrow. And like, it's just crushing knowing that. It really is. Lord. I talked about this on my Discord as well. I months ago, I put together a TikTok style edit of the moment from the marathon, where I was fighting, when I was fighting Sam for the first time, and I remember making a comment, because the fight was going really well, that Sam was going to be the most disappointing boss that we ended up fighting, just because I'd fought him so much when I did my proper Revengeance playthrough, and I just knew his style so well. And then at the end of that, Sam just like one-shots me. And it's like one of my favorite clips from that entire marathon. And I posted that on Twitter months ago, and it got like no traction, and I was very upset about that. I just like, on a whim, I put it up on YouTube as a short, and it got 417 views in the first hour, and then it basically stopped getting views because it went off the feed, right? Because people acknowledged that the video was really rough. I definitely went back and watched it, and I was like, man, like, after I uploaded it, I watched it again, and I was like, man, this definitely needed some more polish. It was something that I basically put together in the span of like a couple hours in one day. I'd never edited something like that together, where I have to tell a story that like took place across 5 minutes of actual gameplay and condense it down into 30 seconds, right? And then also do that in a portrait frame when the base footage is of course in landscape. And it was a very interesting little challenge I had to put myself through. And it came up pretty rough. The video came out pretty rough, and it got 417 views in like an hour, and then ended up getting like only 40% thumbs up, which I thought was fair. I thank God I didn't get any like hate comments or anything like that. I literally just put it up without even thinking about it, and then I realized afterward, it's like, man, I might have stepped on a landmine here. And I regret doing that now, because now I'm truly addicted to number go up. Like, I saw that and I was like, man, what if all of my streams did this, right? Like, what if what if I could get this more often, right? And I get it. I made this comment on let me pull up my phone here. I should be on phone on cast, of course, but I made this comment when I was I was on like another Discord, just like talking shit. And I said, I'm possessed by the need for people to like me, but also I live in the valley of 10,000 hills that are all worth dying upon. And that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate, right? I am possessed by the need for people to like me, but also, like, I feel like there's a lot of things I get into fights about. And so, like, I definitely um I definitely like I really want um I want these streams to do well. I that is I there's almost kind of like God, I can't wait to edit all of this out when I do the VOD um tonight, because I just this vent posting is probably not great. Uh there is, I think, like within online content creation communities, there's this stigma around the statement of like, I'm only doing it for the money, right? And I understand that. But like also, it would be nice, right? Like that's the thing, is I do genuinely enjoy doing this. It's not even the playing games part of it, right? It is the act of content creation. It's playing games and kind of talking about them and goofing and gaffing and bouncing off other people in chat, and it's the clownery of it, right? Um, I like to think that I take a lot of inspiration from Jeremy, or at least I try to sometimes. Um, and I try to. Jeremy is the kind of person that I want to be, is what I'm trying to say. I have been a very big Jeremy fan for for years and years and years. Um, Long before he moved to Vegas, right? Uh, like, and so, and like I get him, right? I get that aspect of it, right? And I think he is, he has that reputation of being like the deranged streamer, right? But he's talked about this a lot on in like his pre-streams, right? Talking about the performance aspect of it, about being a clown, about being an internet clown. And I like that. I like that analogy. I like the concept of the performance of it, of having that community sense, right? Um, God knows how this keeps happening, but basically ever since I have been active uh, on Discord, uh, I I keep finding myself in positions where I am just like rocketed up into positions of administratorship in random communities that I become involved with. I installed Discord because I played a lot of Overwatch in when it first came out, and I fell in with the really rather large at the time in terms of like the time scale that we're talking about on Discord here, when it was still relatively underground, right? An Overwatch community called Oversnatch. It was named after the the original Overwatch porn parody. If anybody remembers that, right? Um, and within like a month, within a month of being in that community, I was like suddenly a moderator, right? Like I just got rocketed up to the top. Um, and this was when I used to play a lot of Overwatch, when I was top 100 Mercy mains in the world, by the way. I'm doing all kinds of hand gestures here that I'm glad that I don't have I don't have hand capture for right now, because I might get restricted for doing so. Um, and so I had that experience, and then like in 2017, 2018, I started like uh I started questioning my gender identity, and that's when I joined an innocuous named Discord called Trans Community that eventually went on to be called Transcendence. And like Mira can attest to this because it's the Discord that I met her on. Uh, like within so the transition from Trans Community to Transcendence, right? I went immediately from power user in the time that like um yeah, the old owner blew up TC, and then Mira remade Transcendence, which is what it eventually went on to be called. And Transcendence ended up being way bigger at its height than TC was. Um, but also in that transition period, funny joke about trans people, right? Uh, um, I went from just being like a power user to a moderator, and then within a couple months of being a moderator, I was made an admin, and then months after that, and to this day, I am the server owner of it, even though that Discord is basically defunct at this point. After a cluster grenade of dramas happened, um, like I just found myself getting thrust into positions of leaderships, and it's not your fault at all, Mira. There's nothing. I don't really want to talk about this on stream, because it's kind of there's some sensitive information that kind of floats around about it. It had a lot to do with the adult community part of it, and so I just don't really want to talk about it. Um, and like, so there was that, and then uh, there was 38 SOG. If none of you have heard of Foxhole before, it's this kind of indie persistent war game, and Mirror also got me to that, and uh, around the time of World Conquest 83, which was God, like 18 months ago, maybe even longer at this point, I got really into the game, and I joined a regiment called 38th Special Operations Group, which at the time was this kind of midline regiment full of there were a lot of like veteran players in it, right? And I was attracted to it because they purported themselves. It was literally I went to the official Foxhole Discord, to the recruiting channel, um, and I searched the words LGBT friendly, and 38th Special Operations Group was the only regiment that came up in the search. Um, and I played with Stog for the duration of World Conquest 83. Stog had kind of a non-linear recruitment path that, like, being a proper member of SOG and not just like someone affiliated with them was a difficult path that required unanimous votes from everybody who had tags, right? And so it was this kind of laborious process. But by the start of World Conquest 84, I went from being someone who's just sometimes played with them and was active on their Discord, um, to affiliated within that war. And by the end of World Conquest 84, or no, it was at the end of World Conquest 85, because 84 was a really short war. By the end of 85, I was a full card-carrying member of SOG. And by the start of the next war, I was, although there were no like officers in the way that SOG was structured, at the time, I kind of was. I was kind of like one of the 5 or 6 most active members in the regiment, and like that carried with it a lot of situations where me, as someone who um it was probably around 86 that I dragged you in, um and like I'm someone who I'm, I'm recounting some stories of how hi Dale. I'm recounting stories of how like I just have found myself in positions of leadership through no merit of my own. People just keep putting it upon me. Um, and like as that position, 84 was an East-West war. I think 85 was southeast to northwest, I think. Colonial Warden, I think. I don't really remember. I think 85. I spent a lot of time in Ashfields, if I remember correctly. Um, Disregarding. Uh, like as one of the most active members in the regiment, um, I found myself in this position of almost leadership, although there is like no official leadership, right, within the purported anarchist clan of 38th SOG. Um, that just kind of happened, and I continued to be um, just a core, almost like the story here goes that like I would play with these people who, and a lot of the other tag wearing members of 38th SOG were all like 500 plus hour super veteran players. They'd been with the game for years and years, and they'd seen everything. And here I am with my measly 150 to 200 hours. This measly lieutenant among like colonels and general ranks, right? Um, like our highest ranking member was a brigadier general, uh, and like we would get into situations where we would do these big clan operations, and then the more veteran players we could offer, it's like, all right, uh, Seraph, you're in command now, and I'm like, what? I have never even been like a single tank commander, let alone having to coordinate like 4 tank crews now by myself. Um, and this is all to say, to kind of close a loop, right? Um, why I have found myself gaslit into um like being so interested in doing like community management and having that kind of aspect where I feel like I have a community to call my own is because I keep going to other communities that aren't my own and find myself being the being a lead member in those communities, and so I just want something that's my own, right? I want something for me, right? um and getting paid along the way so that it is my only focus, right? And that's truly the core of it, right? And to close an even wider loop, right? um to close the even wider loop here about money and about doing this professionally, and why I'm really not afraid to say I I appreciate subs, and I appreciate people who just come and watch and bump the numbers and help me get my name out there, is because if it's something that I can devote myself to full time, if it's something that I made around six, seven, $800 a month off of, which is not a ton of money in the grand scheme of things. It's less money than I make now, right? Um, Working my part-time job, but that's really the threshold, right? That's all I would have to make to live uncomfortably, but live nonetheless, and devote myself to doing the community management and the streaming and performance and editing and all that other stuff full time. Um, and I'm totally comfortable talking about that. I don't really shy away from the notion of like content creators shouldn't ask for financial support, because the truth is, if you like my content and if you want to see me do more and you want to see me do more high effort stuff, there's got to be a little give and get, right? um, and that either comes in the form of direct monetary incentive, or by sharing me with your friends and helping get the good word out and all that, and being my disciples, right? um, doing what I can't do, right? And I'm not asking people to go into debt to support me, which is why I bring up those alternative methods, the whole process of being like that disciple, right? um because there's lots of ways to support me as like a person. I just remember the person I used to be when I streamed on this channel when I was like in college, right? And I was very against people giving me money at the time. I had no donation link back when Twitch didn't have bits, right? And so there was no way to donate money, right? I'm just gonna let that one through because Mira's gonna let it through anyways. I probably should just let her do it. Um, like when I was in college and I used to stream a lot, and there was no way to directly give me money, um, besides subscribing, and I was very against it at the time, largely because at the time, um, I was in university. I worked a part time for um just extra spending money, right? I lived with my parents still, and I didn't really have any living expenses, right, that weren't being covered by the fact that I worked a part time. I did delivery work on the side, in what feels like a lifetime ago, and I didn't feel comfortable with the concept of even building a community. Streaming was something I did late at night. One, this is when I was really into StarCraft. Um, and keeping a consistent stream schedule was my way of mentally reinforcing myself, uh, to play a bunch, and playing a bunch led to me getting good because that was the ultimate goal, was getting good at StarCraft. That's what this channel started as, and was my original channel description was join me on my venture of becoming moderately good at StarCraft. I had no ambitions of being a pro player or a grandmaster. I wanted to be above average. Um, and I didn't feel comfortable asking people for money, right? At the time. Um, what's up, Aaron? God, you. How do you still have
Thanks.
Aaron? No. How did how did we miss Ed with the sub bomb? How? What the fuck? Thank you, Aaron, for the 5 gifted. We got one to Heather, to Tara, to Dale, to Drago, and to Tessa, and we missed Ed. That is the funniest part, is that Ed got missed by the bomb. Oh shit, that's a good one. Oh shit. Alright, I've been doing a diatribe for like 40 minutes now. We should probably play the game at some point. I imagine we should probably actually play the game. There goes, thanks for the gifted sub to Ed. Why did the notification not go off this time? I'm gonna have to... Oh, here it comes. No? I don't know why it didn't go off this time. Alright. Oh, thank you. Thank you anyways. We should probably play the game. Uh, it's Mass Effect Insanity time. Uh, the last time we played yesterday, I did a bunch of miscellaneous bullshit, uh, and recruited Jack for the lesbians, right? Um, today, we're doing a really hard mission, and I was purposefully stalling so I'd have more time to level up and get more gear and stuff like that to get ready for it. And then I remembered something while I was at work today. We still haven't been to the Citadel, where there's a bunch of upgrades that I can buy, and I just haven't done that yet. Um, so we're actually gonna do that real quick. We're gonna go to the Citadel. We're gonna buy some upgrades. Um, Happy late Women's Day. Yes, absolutely. Um, we're gonna buy some upgrades, and then we're going to go recruit the Krogan, which is... I'm very excited for that one. It's one of my favorite squad members. And then we get to do Horizon, the mission that is infamously difficult among the community, But my own
Thanks.
personal take, $42 tip. Oh my god, Aaron. Aaron, who put you up to this? You've already given me money. you, I owe you money. You've got this backwards. Like, you've got it backwards, Aaron. Oh my god. We're gonna take. It doesn't really matter who we take, but I do want to take these two. Obviously, yeah, that is how that works. Think fast, chuckle nuts. We're gonna do this and this on her. That doesn't really matter. Yeah. So there are like 5 shops on the Citadel. We're just gonna do a quick run through of Thank you, Aaron. Have a good day. Bye. Insanity.
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
It's an allegory. I'm not quite sure for what, but it definitely feels like an allegory. Yeah, we're just gonna stop by all the shops. We're not really gonna do anything.
Swear to God, I didn't touch anything.
Thank you, Kasumi.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think?
We're not gonna do many
Yeah,
quests while we're
okay.
here.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Within
man.
me shopping.
Our scanners
you know
are picking
how
up
it
false
is.
readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I mean, I was, technically.
I was only mostly dead. Try finding that option on government paperwork.
We need to get that cleared up for you. Why don't you talk to my captain? He's just beyond the scanners on the right.
What's up, Bailey?
You'll have to make him scream. Yes, I see the
I forget
problem
who
already,
voices
Commander Shepard.
Captain Bailey, but he's
My
great.
console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the Station Security Administration to reactivate your IDs, then to Customs and Immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge.
I should try that. I should try
But
that.
I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
Yeah, Bailey. Sure thing, buddy.
That'd be great.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost specters is still kicking.
Screw the council. No, well,
I will.
Anderson's there. We gotta
Having
visit
access
Anderson.
to the council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
We're gonna
should be
talk
going.
a lot to Bailey
You
in the
need
future.
anything else, let me know.
Bailey has a couple of side quests that he ties into, and we'll get to know him pretty well. For now,
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
I'm just browsing.
Of course.
Okay.
Take your time.
so we're not gonna do the my favorite store in the Citadel bit, except for this. This is the one store that we're gonna do it at, and I'm gonna hit my quick save button here because I need to share with everybody the Renegade option here.
Good day, my friends.
Right.
Welcome to the Citadel.
The accuse her of classism line. We're not actually gonna do this, right? I'm gonna reload it, so we're gonna do the other one here for the favorite store in the Citadel bit. but this one it's too funny. I have to.
You know, for a bunch of cheap touristy crap, your prices are pretty high.
I am sorry you feel that way. There are many stores on the Citadel. Perhaps another would be more in your price range.
So you're saying I'm poor? Just because I'm not as well off as you doesn't mean you can hold yourself above me.
What? No,
Hey everyone! This store discriminates against the poor.
Please, calm down. As an apology, I'll let you have my station employee discount. Is that acceptable?
Well, alright. But you still hurt my feelings.
Please, enjoy your shopping experience.
Fucking, I think that actually is the one where Mark Meir gets the leg over Jennifer Hale. His delivery of "this store discriminates against the poor" is really good. Alright.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Since these stores are owned by the council, do government employees get a discount?
Yes, in fact. What's your position?
I'm a former Spectre.
My goodness. I didn't know Spectres quit. I don't believe you qualify for a discount, though.
How about if I throw in an endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren?
You are Shepard? My goodness. The increase in sales would certainly be worth offering a discount.
What do you need me to do?
Just voice your endorsement into my console.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Excellent. I will get my clerical VI to add it to our advertising immediately.
Classic. Alright, definitely getting the hamster. Definitely getting the ships. I don't want to buy the fish yet, because I'm afraid I'm going to forget to feed them. Real, though. Like, real, though. We're going to pop over to the cafe where there's no discount that I can get.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
Oh shit, the aquarium VI actually is here. Yeah, fuck it, I'll buy that. And look, it's Karpyshyn in his first 2 books. Okay, I guess this actually does answer the question I had like a week ago about the order of the books. It does go Ascension, Revelations, and the one that isn't written at this point, Retribution. Which I've read all of, by the way. Because I'm a very intelligent person who reads sanctioned fan fiction in her spare time.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Oh, you could definitely accuse Banana Republic of discriminating against the poor. Ed, we just talked about the fact that you don't have to give anything if you don't have, like, Ed. I appreciate it all the same. But yeah, you could definitely accuse Banana Republic of discriminating against the poor.
I understand you sell hunting supplies. I'm interested.
Why would human scavengers need guns? They only strike when their prey is weak. Like that time the Citadel was attacked by Geth and you killed the Council.
As I recall, you had a fleet here to protect the Council. Sovereign blew right through them. Too bad your admirals didn't ask us for help sooner. At least you've got us here to protect you now.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're gonna help me by selling these weapons at cost. Because you know humans are the best defense this place has right now.
Jesus
Fine.
Christ.
You've got it. Now buy something and get out.
Pleasure doing business with you.
That
Go
line
to
is
hell.
a lot more fun when you have saved the Council. Because he's like, oh my god, Shepard? I'm a huge fan. But
I'll
definitely
take
get
it.
this, and that. All amazing. Definitely want all of those.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel Defense Unit have reached another impasse. The Sorry Republic has ceded its share of defense responsibility to the Turian hierarchy.
Mostly in cash right now.
The
Honestly,
Human Alliance maintains a majority
I'm gonna be real honest.
shares.
I'm a total fucking bimbo. I should absolutely by this point have opened up a like local bank account. And I still haven't. I'm still technically banking out of Texas. And that just makes it kind of awkward for me sometimes that I get weekly cash tips that I can't deposit anywhere. And if I need to take cash out, I really can't without exorbitant, like, fucking fees. Oh, look, it's that thing I was looking for.
Welcome to Sarenus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard!
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
You should give me a
No,
discount.
I'm on a very important mission right now.
I don't doubt it. The savior of the Citadel would get nothing less.
And the problem is the damn bureaucrats. They won't get me the latest astrographic data. You can't save the galaxy with star charts from 2183, right?
2183? Why don't they just give you a slide rule and ask you to eyeball it?
Exactly. That's why I need a reliable supplier who can sell me updates at wholesale.
Wholesale? Of course, Shepard. Anything I can do to bring the fight to the Geth. You've got it.
Do I actually want these? Are very expensive upgrades. Holy shit. What a homie. Absolutely.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the... Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Serta Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
Oh god, shaking down Serta would be... Serta's basically a non-profit. Shaking
Bet
them
you
down
don't make
feels
many
bad.
sales. This ward isn't exactly the Presidium. Not a big market for expensive tech here.
The Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales funds research to cure genetic diseases.
That's a noble goal, but maybe if you took off a few percentage points, sales would improve enough to offset the balance.
I cannot hold a sale without permission from the district manager.
How about for one special customer with a large credit account? Someone like Commander Shepard, hero of the Citadel.
Oh, you're Shepard. I didn't even think... Well, you must get injured frequently on your missions. I could give you my employee discount if it would encourage you to make a large purchase.
It will.
That would certainly encourage me.
Please, browse our catalog.
I'll take it.
This is valuable.
Just because I'd feel bad if I didn't buy anything after shaking down a non-profit. Since we have the extra money, I do want to get tech damage. I might as well get damage protection too as well. Alright, that is... I would be a worst, absolutely. We're gonna head over to Presidium to go chat with Anderson. That's like the one side mission I want to do while we're here.
Shepard!
Garrus, you're
Welcome
kind
back
of in
to
the way,
ranks of
buddy.
living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's been a long time, Captain.
It's Counselor now. I had to give up my commission when I joined the Council. I'm glad you came. Though I was hoping the rest of the Council would be here for this meeting too. Unfortunately, they rarely listen to me. Sometimes I wonder if Udina would have been the better choice for this.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
The ambassador knows how to play politics. Just tell him what you need and let him figure out how to push it through.
Unfortunately, that usually involves pissing off the rest of the Council. They veto my suggestions and nothing changes. Truth is, I just don't have the knack for compromising my principles. A bad trait for a counselor.
Nobody said this was gonna be easy. But I know you. You get things done.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I doubt Udina would echo it. He thinks I need to work on my people skills.
I'm still not clear on why you wanted me to come.
There's been a lot of talk since you came back. Some of what I hear has been, frankly, a little disturbing. I wanted to give you a chance to explain your actions. Maybe get the Council to see things from your point of view. But they refuse to see you. You let the previous Council die during Sovereign's attack on the Citadel. They feel you'll always put human interests before galactic concerns. Rumors that you're working with Cerberus haven't helped. What are you doing out there?
Look, chat, I'm just saying you put me in a real bind here.
The Collectors are abducting our colonists in the Terminus systems. And I think they're working for the Reapers.
The Collectors? We hadn't considered that. There's so little data. They've always seemed like a fringe threat. If they're a front for the Reapers, this is big. But even that may not be enough to get the Council off its tail. The others have spent the past 2 years convincing themselves the Reapers don't exist. I tried to get the truth out, but they don't want to see it. It's just easier for them to accept Sovereign as a Geth warship.
Are they blind? What about Vigil, the Prothean VI on Ilos?
The VI in Ilos shut itself down. You're the only one who spoke to it, just like you and your crew are the only ones who spoke directly to Sovereign. Officially, the existence of the Reapers has been dismissed as a myth spread by Saren to convince the Geth to follow him. We both know the truth. But I've spent 2 years fighting that line, and I don't have much to show for it.
The original council was made up of a bunch of blind, stubborn morons. The new
Jesus,
council
Shepard.
looks just as bad.
Jesus,
It's up to you
Shepard.
to stop the Reaper, Shepard. All I've got is a title if you want it. I can reinstate your Spectre status. I won't win any popularity contests, but they can't really object. Your title was never officially rescinded when you died. Besides, you're still a hero to humanity. And the Council knows the danger of discounting our opinion.
I'm taking it.
I'll take whatever asset I can get, old friend. Coming from you, it's as good as the first time.
Not quite the same level of ceremony. And more symbolic than useful, but it still has weight in some quarters. The rest is up to you. I'll keep the Council and the Alliance off your back. Shouldn't be too hard if you're operating out in the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard, what are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
I hope you didn't do anything foolish, Counselor, like try to arrange a meeting with the Council. There could be serious political ramifications.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Alenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Alenko is still with the Alliance.
Staff commander.
But he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
How've the last couple years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Honestly, like, the only real, like, mechanical difference between picking Anderson and Udina is Udina doesn't give you your Spectre title back, which only has a couple of dialogue choices away from, like, in terms of actual differences. But honestly, nominating Anderson is worth it entirely for the line where Udina comes in and he was like, "Have you done something stupid, Counselor?" And Anderson's like, "Go back to your fucking room, mister. I didn't tell you to come. It's past your bedtime." It's worth it for that alone. 100%.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Alright, well,
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know, buddy. Great, and I think we've done all of our shopping, so we can go back to the Normandy. I'm trying to do like a cat girl thing. The Normandy. Alright, so now...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Check that out later. I have upgrades that I could spend resources on. Because now I have... Bam! That upgrade. And then I've got... Bam! This upgrade. This is going to be real good. And then I got... Bam. And another one. And another one. And that's about it. Lots of upgrades, lots of real good shit going on there. Unreads, let's see here. Oh hey, it's Emily Wong. And Shaira. Alright, so now we can go recruit one of my favorite squad mates. Because after we do that, we're gonna immediately have to go to Horizon. And I'm feeling a lot more confident with these upgrades in my back pocket now. Hopefully will not get my shit rocked by particularly just having the better damage against shields with submachine guns and better AP damage with sniper rifles. That alone has improved my confidence quite a bit, because those are pretty big. And it upgrades the whole squad, and it's just kind of good. All right, who am I taking on this one? I don't think Jack would be. I don't think Jack would be very good on this one. Unfortunately, I think Morden is a good choice. I think Garrus is a good choice. If it's not Garrus, it's Miranda. And we've taken Miranda on a lot, so we're gonna take Garrus. I don't want to spend any of your points because Cryo is not worth upgrading. I'm good. And see, look, now that we have like the major upgrades here, they go from M's to S's, and then they go from S's to X's, which is just kind of cute. It's kind of a neat little thing. We are going to change out this for the cane, just because I want to use the cane at least once today to show off the funny, to press the funny button at least once.
The dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure of success. Kill or be killed.
Yeah?
Loudspeakers. Someone likes the sound of their voice.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Lookout position. Equipped for combat.
Really? Thought for sure there'd be baddies here. Oh, there's one baddie.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... Son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I thought for sure that there would be combat there, but there wasn't.
You're not in the best bargaining position.
He's acting like there was combat there.
Who? You already know more than I do. I just kill Krogan. The old one in the lab dumps crazy ones down here all the time. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
You heard the man on the radio. He needs direction.
I don't have the info they want. You showed up before I could get my normal sightings.
You have other problems.
Patrol, pack sighting east of Station 2. Yeah.
Copy. East of 2.
Bitch. They'll run blind into Krogan.
Doesn't sound like it's my problem.
Have you seen O'Keir? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
What is Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
That's pretty
Replace
obvious.
us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
My dude.
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Adding insult to injury, literally. Necessary.
Maybe not. Felt good, though.
I didn't have
Come
an
on.
option, to be fair.
Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's...
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
Stop. Stay sharp.
Oh, you bitch.
Can't see.
Okay, I can one shot if I'm close. Oh my god. God, sniper rifles are such a silly category of weapons.
Lost contact. Look out.
I'll take the shot.
Never had a chance. Oh my god.
What else to worry about?
He actually does survive with just a sliver of health. Heavies don't though, that feels good.
I'm on it.
Enemies on scope.
I need cover.
One less to worry about.
Rifles are so funny.
Off-world presence. Ship fire from the Krogan. Hostiles in the compound.
If they're not killed immediately, all of
My shields are down.
Wish I were standing downwind. Thought I was harmless, did you?
They just can't fight us like this. They just get so fucked by the disruptor ammo. It's so funny.
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... Something makes me speak.
Night cycles. 7 days.
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice. Not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. It like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A breeding program? Trying to escape genophage effects?
Escape. Escape was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okir expect these Krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
Uncertain. Likely irrelevant. Appears Okir has had no success.
This is why I brought Mordin on this mission. I actually don't remember if he has any unique dialogue for this, so I wanted to see.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
If Mercenary was correct, Krogan prone to mental instability.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
Interesting. Raised, then rejected. Control group? Failed test?
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okir.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Glad he's friendly.
Honestly, I don't take Mordin on enough
You
missions.
fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
Can you show us the way? Help us fight to the lab.
No.
A Krogan refusing to fight?
I will fight if they come, but I feel it deep that I must wait. I kill, but only here. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Not a lot of room to maneuver. Stay sharp.
That's saying something, all right. This part is actually bizarrely difficult because like
Run for your damn life! They're all free!
these two dudes are gonna come around the corner before I have any chance to like properly fight them, which means they're just gonna almost fucking kill me instantly because there's just no cover to take. Oh my god. Yeah, but Mordin has a lot of unique dialogue and shit, and I just don't take him on enough missions.
Krogan charging!
I feel like every time I take him somewhere, he has something interesting worth saying, and I just never take him to enough places for him to actually say stuff. And then every time I do take him, I'm like, man, I'm glad I brought you, Mordin. You're great in this.
Indeed.
This whole part's kind of long.
Deadeye for me.
Oh!
Time.
Flammable or inflammable. Forget which, doesn't matter.
He's also like one of the only genuinely fucking funny Mass Effect characters.
Flammable or inflammable. Forget which, doesn't matter.
It's less funny when he says it a bunch.
Time to die.
thing to help. Not a problem.
It's also uniquely good against Krogan specifically, because Krogan have really good regeneration ability. But if you hit them with Incinerate on their health layer, they stop being able to regenerate.
Simple enough.
Which makes Morden really good versus Krogan specifically.
Taking fire.
Jesus Christ.
Deploying incineration tech. Engaging target. Deploying incineration tech.
Stay down.
Hostile engaged.
It's like that part from yesterday where we had to fight all the fucking Loki mechs. But worse.
Inflammable. Forget which. Doesn't matter.
This should slow him down.
Literally just an unstoppable wave of them.
Incineration tech.
This should slow him down. I'm on it.
Just need to help.
Oh, God.
Be right there.
On your 6.
Fucking outrageous. Who is pinging me at this hour? Who dares? I see. Fools. Fools and I don't know where I was going with that. People I don't want to talk to right now. They're pinging me and I'm just like, yeah, no. I will talk to them later for sure.
Copy, goddammit! Where's Jador and her personal guard?
We
can use this.
Oh, damn. I was almost right.
Look out! Soften them up.
Look out! He's shooting!
Stay strong.
We'll end it.
Quickly.
Curious, where the fuck are you, buddy?
Of course.
Can't see him!
Activate targeting system. Jador does not pay for failure. I want them dead. Grab a wall, soldier.
Lost contact!
There!
Cover the wounded.
Concentrate on the Krogan shot.
Oh my god.
The genius who gave them
Just chain freezing the Centurion of the heavy.
Fire!
Kill the trespassers. I'll deal with the traitorous. All available units switch to concentrate fire now.
I'm on it.
Ammunition.
Not a problem.
I really need to stop trying to do that.
Hostile engaged. One less to worry about.
Berserkers are going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
I'll take the shot.
The cover's really dodgy here, and I really just don't want to deal with it.
Moving in. Wish I were standing downwind.
Motherfucker.
Concussive shot ready. Understood.
Fucking bitch.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
I command that they... Hard to understand.
Hostile engaged.
Into cover. Man down. Kinetic. Focus fire. Fire.
Garrus, please get down.
You got it.
I've got nothing! Contact!
I missed. Ah.
Fall back.
I appreciate the rocket steel friendly fire damage.
Affirmative.
Oh shit, I got two of them. Nice.
Nice shooting.
What do you mean Jador's holding the mechs? She'll lose all our toys if we don't get back up.
This is a very dangerous position to be in currently.
Attacking target.
Of course. Flammable or inflammable. Forget which. Doesn't matter.
Fucking owned, nerd. Fucking owned, nerd.
We'll stay close. Affirmative.
Look, if you can't handle it, like, get fucked, nerd. If you can't handle it, my get fucked, nerd, you don't deserve me at my ah. Oh shit! I love this game so much. Oh, it's this area. Ugh. Got rocked and after accidentally killed a room with 20 cats who had fur froze.
I've lost sheet.
Damn it, I'm kind of semi-excited for the concept of, like, on the streamathon, doing, like, nightly commando groups. I think that'd be fun.
Deploying incineration tech. Neutralized.
I don't know how well it would cast, per se.
Engaging target.
I'll take the shot.
One of those things that I think, like, it might be difficult to capture, because we'd only be getting my perspective, but, like, I think it'd be fun to do. The guy just, like, popped up and then died. Garrus, no!
Resets. Targets are close. Clear to fire. Grabbing cover.
What? Thank you.
I've lost vision.
I still need very slightly more damage. Oh god, fuck!
We'll end it quickly. Could burn through any armor. Moving in.
Garrus is gonna get fucking wrecked again, I swear to god. Doesn't help the Centurion is shooting me through the stairs.
I've lost visual.
Pop up, form, pop up, pop up, pop up. Fucking bitch. My shots! Don't look at me! Don't look at me!
Ready for takedown.
Headshot. Attacking target. I'm on it.
Modified ammo protocol 7. Killed that one. Good shooting, Delta.
The fuck are y'all shooting at? God damn, there's just a fucking heavy around every corner. There's so many of them. Oh, I'm having a hard time of it. Let's fucking go.
Ready for takedown.
Affirmative.
Lol owned. What's this area? Oh, this is the area from before where they were shooting at us from. Okay. Whew!
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
Oh, look who it is. I like that you can just, like, go past her and just not even talk to her. It's the lady from Vermeer whose life we spared.
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, Ranathanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okeer is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme.
Yeah?
Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
What is Okeer trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okeer mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason. He wants to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Is paying me supposed to make up for working for Saren or whatever you're doing here?
No, but it's a start I wouldn't have had without you. So maybe I'm not the best example of moral research, but give me a little credit for trying. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
So if you don't save her life, there's
Should
just
have killed
nobody
her.
in this
Too
room.
much knowledge without ethical boundaries.
Here you are. I've watched your progress. It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
It's my Krogan buddy.
You want to know who I am before you start making demands?
I know you, Shepard. Your own demands will come, I'm sure. You weren't dragged back from death because someone needed a diplomat. Surprised. All Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians.
Me with a Turian and a Solarian
Saren
with me.
can deliver his endless troops. In rides Shepard, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
It's so great. I love Okier.
I make no apologies. It was the most efficient solution.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
Personal issues irrelevant. Here for the collectors.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange. So isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
Jesus Christ.
You're just as cruel and manipulative as those who released the genophage on your people.
Perhaps, but I will restore the Krogan, and my soldier will not provoke a nuclear response as a cure or horde would. My legacy is perfection, with each pure Krogan reaching higher by standing on our dead. They will exceed, but not forget.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats.
Jesus Christ.
I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
If your pet soldier is as strong as you think, maybe I can use him.
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage. But my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
Attention! I have traced the Krogan release. Okier, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okier's data. Flush the tanks!
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
Now you know something? Don't jerk me around, Okier.
I will give you everything I can. My legacy must not suffer this insult. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
Okay, but first, I'm gonna bypass this lab terminal real quick. Hold on, just chill with me, just chill with me, just hang out, just chill with me.
This should come in handy.
This should come in handy, very cool. Alright, so this is the part where I get to test out the cane.
I don't care who they are, I want them dead! This is my world! I'll poison them all!
Charming.
Down.
I don't think I one-shot her, did I? I think I got her. I think I nuked Jador out of existence.
This should slow him down. I'm on it. It's about to go off. Alarms in the lab. What's that Krogan doing up there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and Okir's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
That fight is normally really hard. You have to fight the Yimmer and Jador and all of these tanks open and spawn Krogan out of them. Usually a really hard fight. But turns out you don't have to worry about the fight at all if you just fucking nuke Jador at the very beginning.
Shepard, if I knew why the Collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier, this grunt, perfect.
Well, looks like we don't get Okier, but we get to keep the tank.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one Krogan?
Delusional. Unlikely one Krogan, however strong, could have impact Okier wanted. Am almost certain. Suggest leaving it.
Afraid he'll make your genophage obsolete?
No, but Krogan, genetically dangerous, socially dangerous as well, have enough enemies without adding this.
Normandy, Okier is a no-go.
I'm
We have a
taking the
package that
Krogan.
needs retrieval.
And you can't keep me away from this Krogan
He's
morning.
a big one.
Four squad points. Let's fucking go.
Bringing the Krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah, you've said that a few times now.
I don't give a shit. I'm waking
A
up the
normal
Krogan.
Krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
It's exciting.
I see everyone's enjoying the new paperweight. Concerns?
We don't know anything about it, Commander.
That is the fun
I
part.
know. You don't find that interesting?
Krogan fight well at close quarters. Perhaps awakening him in a confined space wouldn't be prudent.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
It's the fun part. It's the fun part. Alright, so we actually do get to wake up our new buddy before the mission goes off. We are automatically directed to the next mission the second we do the yo, let's fucking go. That's so good having that already. Like we immediately get it upon touching the galaxy map again, I think. So the goal here is to not touch the galaxy map.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Okay, yeah, so there it goes. No new messages yet, but we're definitely gonna go check it out. Except this is not far enough now. He's all the way down at the bottom. Because you can bet your ass I'm waking the pod up before the next mission. He's great. I love him. He's great.
subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He's a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okir's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
Again, I love that question. Is he dangerous? And he's like, he's a Krogan.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Yeah, open the tank.
Stand by.
I'm gonna open up the Krogan tank
Cerberus protocol
in
is very
heels.
clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
In heels. Hello to you.
Female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okir couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why do you want me to try to kill you?
Want? I do what I'm meant to. Fight and reveal the strongest. Nothing in the tank ever asked what I want. I feel nothing for Okir's clan or his enemies. That imprint failed. He has failed. Without a reason that's mine. One fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I took you and I released you. Follow my command and you'll have purpose.
Nothing in the tank imprints indicated humans could be so forceful. You command as though you've earned it.
My enemies threaten galaxies. Everyone on my ship has earned their place.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
I don't know where I was
For
keeping
one
that.
hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepard. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
He's my son, and I love him. Look, like, Rex is my uncle, right? And I respect him, and he's great. But Grunt's my son.
Shepard.
Grunt's my son. He's my boy. He's
Anything
great.
in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
Oh, it's definitely useful. The Krogan shotgun. A single bird ever gone that's in violations of Council weapon safety.
Shepard.
It's a shame. At the later in Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda, you get to fucking wield the Claymore as a human, which sucks. It's so much more intimidating when it's a Grunt unique thing.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Shepard. Grunt? Shepard. Alright. I do wanna spend my points on, because now that I have 4 points, I can do operative 4. And yeah, I definitely, as much as fun as this would be, right? I'll take the extra damage and the power recharge and all that, and specifically the Paragon Renegade increase, because that's a pretty big increase right there. Oh, I should talk to Kelly and Joker about the new person.
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should
You
know?
have unread. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here. The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Let's see here. Glad to see that you care, Lulu.
You collect stray cats as a kid? Because we really needed a Mega Krogan, so thanks for dragging him home.
I did, and that's why I love Grunt so much.
I assume everything's going well up here?
This thing wants to fire me over a joke. Okay, I said I'd flash the AI core, but I was kidding. And we'd only lose a few systems. Nosy ones.
To clarify, human resources adjustments are not actually under my authority.
Then why? Why are you always picking on me?
My replies were intended to provoke, though not to cause distress. Your reactions are atypical of most humans. You are interesting.
Edie is taunting you. She's joking.
She pushed your buttons to get a rise out of you. About time you were on the receiving end.
Yeah, great. I just got worked by the intercom.
It was not my intent to breed hostility, Mr. Moreau, but you did instigate our interaction.
Okay, but think of it this way. Shut up.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Man, I love their dynamics so much. I'll be going for about an hour and a half. Before we do Horizon, I want to refill my drink because I didn't do that before stream. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to refill my drink real quick. Sorry. Alright, sorry about the length of that break. That was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I also had to go to the bathroom. So, it's good to get that out of the way because... Oh, it's the fun mission time. It's the fun mission time. I think we're we are literally as well prepared as we could possibly be for this. There's no upgrade that we could not possibly... Like, understand this. I don't think Horizon is as hard as people often say it is. It's not even the hardest main story mission in Mass Effect 2. That award goes to the one that comes after this. But we are literally as well equipped as we physically could be. We've done as many side quests as possible. We have all of the upgrades. It's still going to be a slog. It's still going to be a slog. It's still going to take some time. What's up, Lulu?
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordant delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Caden Alenko, is stationed on Horizon.
That's pretty sus.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew. I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you. especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after him to get to you.
Last I knew, Caden was Alliance. Why is he out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to improve Alliance relation with the colonies, but they're up to something. And if they sent Commander Alenko, it must be big. I suggest you take it up with him.
We should send a message to the Citadel. The Alliance can give us reinforcements.
Not until you investigate. I don't want the Alliance getting in our way. Once you have the situation under control, I'll send the message personally.
Sure, I guess.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tell me you have something.
God, I hope.
Yes.
Yes. All right, good. I think we're gonna take a very unusual composition on this mission.
Lilith, we've got a problem.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry,
Caden-
Commander. Getting our comms
Caden's
systems
all
back
grown
online
up.
takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal. What is that?
Get everyone to the safe house. I'll cover you. Run! Hurry!
It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dude. Yeah, this game's a little dark. It's a little dark. The main story missions in particular are they're so dark. Every mission that you fight the collectors on, it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, it's my guy. It's the Collector General.
Assuming control. We are the harbinger of their perfection. Prepare these humans for ascension.
It's fucked, dude. It's fucked. Alright, so collectors... Part of the reason why Horizon has such a reputation for being so difficult is because the collectors are almost entirely unlike every other enemy type in the game. All of your experience is basically void. Like, it almost completely stops tracking. There's not a single one amongst them that uses shields. They largely use barriers and armor. And so that makes someone like Grunt actually quite good against them, because Concussive Shot is really good against barriers, and he just is generally tanky enough to kind of deal with it, right? And I'm torn between... Sorry, my cat is scratching at my door. Even though she can come in, she's still scratching at the door. I'm torn between the mechanical choice and the flavor choice, right? The mechanical choice is taking Miranda. Miranda has Warp, which is good against barriers, and against armor. She's just good in every mission you could take her against collectors on. And the taste, right, the flavor choice would be Morden, who is not a bad choice. He's got Incinerate, it's good versus armor, but he's definitely a weaker choice. Right, Rand is definitely the stronger choice. I feel like Grunt comes regardless just because he's got the meat, right? He's also my son. I think Grunt is a very great choice for any collector-related missions, just because of his general tankiness. And the question is, if I bring Miranda or Morden, I usually bring Miranda. And I think for the sake of variety, I want to bring Morden. Just because I usually don't take Morden on a lot of missions. But like, man, I'm no good versus barriers either, is the thing. Right? I have no powers that are good versus barriers. And that makes Miranda a lot more enticing. I'm gonna bring Morden. I don't think that this is a correct choice, but I'm gonna bring Morden. Is this all it does? Is increases... I think we'll take Heavy Incinerate. Yeah, take Heavy. And then Grunt! We're immediately going to pop up Berserker quite a bit. And take our Pureblood route, and then we're going to get Conch Shot. We're not going to put any points into Incendiary Ammo just because he's going to inherit our ammo type, so it's a waste of points. But we can put him on a Mattock, and we can put him on his Claymore. The Mattock is less generally important because he's going to be spending most of his time on the Claymore, I think. I still brought the cane. I meant to drop the cane. Oh, that actually is a little kind of gnarly.
Switch up. Right behind you.
Here, just in case I
Armed
want you
and
to
ready.
switch your weapons. I'm not going to, but like just in case.
Perfect.
Alright.
Morden, you sure these armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers, should confused detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory?
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Have to test them in person. Should be exciting.
Thank you, Morden. And immediately we are introduced to some of the general weirdness involved with collectors. You've got the guardians who put up the shields here. The assassins with the laser beams. Oh god, I hate that! I hate that! I hate it!
On the ground, now!
Just the thing to help.
On the ground, now!
Oh!
Impact shot! On it!
Alright, not bad. Not pretty, but not bad. I'm just gonna steal from these potentially dead people real quick. It's as funny as the shotgun is. I think for now...
Right.
We're gonna put him on his mat talk for a little bit.
Collector ship disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
There's definitely situations where I'm gonna want Grunt to use a shotgun, and it's nice for him to have, but not really at the top of my concern list right now. Not when we're fighting a lot of things at mid-range.
Impact shot. Yeah.
Incoming.
They threw my shields!
Should do the trick. Ready for takedown.
Oh shit, fucking husks. Speaking of things that would be nice to have the shotgun against.
Stop it! On the ground, now! Right. Right.
Be right there.
Yeah.
Even the drones. You could tell the drones even have more fucking health than your average mercenary. Simply because, like,
Indeed.
the mercs die now. Now that I have, like, a...
Those things look like the husks that Geth used on Eden Prime.
Husk technology came from Sovereign.
Then your elusive man was right. Collectors must work for the Reapers.
I even have the upgrade now that increases headshot damage by 50% and, like,
this is valuable.
Another 10% damage increase. I can one-shot headshot, like, most of the merc grunts now. And I still can't headshot one-shot the drones. So, like, even their individual units are stronger than your average mercenaries.
Sort of looks human. This one of the colonists?
No husk creation spikes. Collectors brought husks with them, taking colonists alive. Some other purpose.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced. Evolved.
They still die when you shoot them.
Collectors must be experimenting on the colonists. What are they up to?
Fascinating question. Answer, probably unpleasant.
Guess we'll find out when we stop them.
I appreciate Morden's
colony's under attack,
bluntness.
remember? Let's move out.
Yeah.
I appreciate the bluntness where it's just like...
Gone.
No signs of resistance. Must have happened quickly.
On the ground, now!
Okay, apparently shooting them in their little, like, head
Enemies
main thing
info.
isn't a headshot. That's nice to know. What?
Right.
that one.
They're so bug-like.
Right on your...
Should burn nicely. Not a problem.
Now!
I really like the
Indeed.
collector's designs. They're very alien. It's such a weird thing to say about Mass Effect because like everything is alien, but you know what I mean. They're like bug-like and they're different from basically all the other species, including the Vorcha. Like the Vorcha are already kind of out there, right, in terms of design. But like everything else is kind of like reptilian or like mammalian, and then you've got these guys, and they feel like arthropods. They're very different. They speak different. They're very threatening, but like not in the like.
Be right there.
Yeah.
Not in like the immediately scary kind of way, right?
Yeah.
They have their own presence. That's very fun. I don't know if fun is the right word, but like you know, they're interesting.
Ready for takedown. Victim appears conscious, fully aware, trapped in stasis. Fascinating.
They've been like this a long time.
It's fucked. It's fucked is what it is. I think this is the moment. I definitely want that, but I'm not picking it up right now because I like my heavy weapon more than I like the particle beam, because the particle beam is shit. I'm not gonna use it though. I feel really confident that I'm not gonna use my heavy weapon in this segment. I'm gonna immediately regret this. Because it's time. It's time for the thing that makes Horizon so hard.
I am assuming direct control.
It's Harvey time, baby. You will not stop me. Alright, so yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing you have to contend with in this mission. And in all collector missions, actually. Is fucking Harbinger, who is really, really strong.
Your form is fragile.
And even if you kill him... I'm trying to see if I can be proven right here.
We'll end it quickly.
It's like, oh yeah, no, we killed Harbinger, right? Everything will be fine now, right? Go on, do it. Do the thing. Do the thing, Mass Effect. Don't make me look stupid. Mass Effect, you're making me look silly. There he is! At any health threshold, he could just randomly take over another any collector. And when he does that, he heals them to full. And he can do that at any time, to any collector.
Moving in. Should burn nicely.
Which is why I'm making such a big stink about being able to one-shot drones with my sniper rifle. Because my big fear, right, is I do something like this. Where I shoot, and then they don't die. and like Harbinger takes them, right? They have basically no health. And Harbinger himself is really tough. He's got a lot of health. He's got barriers and armor and a lot of it. And he just relentlessly pursues you. He does the fucking Mass Effect 1 thing of just walking up slowly and attacking you. And it's really quite dangerous.
I'm here.
Right behind
He
you.
spawned a lot less in that fight than I expected he was going to. We got off super easy in that fight. I was really expecting like maybe 3 or 4 Harbingers in that fight. Wow, okay. So like Harbinger is really cool. He's a super cool enemy type because like, and he's the reason why the Collectors are kind of the coolest enemy to fight from a mechanical standpoint, right? Because you have the Guardians and the Assassins who are really good at range and they really keep you in cover, right? And then you have the Husks and the Abominations, which we haven't seen yet, and Harbinger, who try and flush you out of cover. And so that dynamic of having to manage the battlefield in real time is really fun to play around with, and it's something that BioWare expands upon in Mass Effect 3. With basically all the enemy types, they do that. You know, kind of create these categories and classes of characters that both push you into cover and also rip you out of it, causing you to kind of view the battlefield itself as its own enemy, right? I'll have a lot to say about this in Mass Effect 3, because I think that game does a much better job than this one at doing that, but it's great. It's great design. Take notes.
Company, get out here, now!
You're human. What are you doing out here? You lead them right here.
You had to hear them trying to get in. Seems like it's hard to hide from the Collectors.
Those things are collectors? You mean, they're real? I thought they were just made up, you know, propaganda to keep us in Alliance space. No, they got Lilith. I saw her go down. Sten, too. They got damn near everybody.
I need to know what I'm up against. Tell me everything you remember.
We lost our comm signals a few hours ago. I came down to check on the main grid. Then I heard screaming. I looked outside and there were swarms of bugs. Everyone they touched just froze. I sealed the doors. Damn it, it's the Alliance's fault. They stationed that Commander Alenko here and built those defense towers. It made us a target.
Why do you think this is the Alliance's fault?
We're just a small colony. Nobody bothered us before we started building those damn defense towers and drew attention to ourselves. I left Council space to get away from the Alliance. Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with them.
The Collectors are targeting remote colonies. The Alliance was trying to help.
I don't need their help. Too many strings attached. That rep said he was just here to get the towers online, but mark my word, there's more to it.
Tell me more about this Alliance rep.
Commander Alenko? Heard he was some kind of hero or something. That made nothing to me, though. Would rather he'd stayed back in Council space.
Any idea what he was doing on Horizon?
Supposed to be helping us get the defense towers up and running. I got the feeling he was here for something else. Spying on us, maybe.
Tell me about the colony defense towers.
Tell me
Gift
more
from the
about
Alliance. High-powered Guardian lasers. Supposed to keep hostile ships from landing near the colony. Had to build a massive underground generator just to give it enough juice. Only we couldn't get the targeting systems online. So the Alliance gave us a giant gun that couldn't shoot straight. Stupid sons of bitches.
If you have defenses, we can use
It's
them
really
against
weird.
the Collector ship.
You
This
need to
is
calibrate the targeting system.
Chekhov's defense
Never
turrets.
worked
The
right.
guns eventually do
Shouldn't be
come
hard to
online,
figure out.
but they
Just
don't
need the location.
fire like Guardian
From the main
batteries do.
transmitter on the other side of the colony. Pretty hard to miss. The targeting controls are at the base.
It's probably just better if you stay out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'll let you out, but I'm locking the door behind you. I'm not taking any chances. Good luck. I think you're gonna need it.
We are definitely going to go over here, and we're going to change off the particle beam to an actually usable heavy weapon. We're going to go with that one just because I don't think I'm really going to have time to pull off a cane shot?
Switch up.
Right. On it.
Switch up.
Alright, let's go. Space lawnmower. I am always gravitated to it. It's the first thing I see when I come out of the bunker every time is the space lawnmower. A spawn mower, if you would. You shouldn't, but, you know, if you would. Oh, there's Harvey. There's a bunch of fucking husks at it.
We are the harbinger of your destiny. Should have run. Now you'll fry. Neutralize Commander Shepard. You cannot resist.
Oh, this is really bad for me.
My form is fragile.
Oh, this is really bad for me.
The forces of the universe bend to me.
Switch up. Should burn through any armor.
So the whole, like, Harbinger thing, there's almost kind of like a delicate balance that you want to strike sometimes between killing Harbinger and keeping him alive so he doesn't respawn with all of his health and all that shit. But sometimes he really is just, like, dead-ass right on top of you, and you just kind of have to get rid of him. Oh shit, that's where he fucking went.
Shields down.
Oh my god, is the Scion already here? Oh my god, the Scion's here, and it's over there.
Enjoy. Moving in.
Oh my god. Yet another enemy that is very much keeping you in cover. That just hits you 100% of the time if you're not in cover.
Inflammable.
Forget which. Doesn't matter.
Scions are gnarly enemies. Another thing that makes collectors really hard to fight, you know?
We'll end it quickly.
God, cryo is the worst thing. I think part of the reason why Horizon also has such a reputation for being so difficult, I totally agree with this, is as your first time fighting collectors,
This should come in handy.
there's a lot to take in. You have the actual collectors, you have husks. It's the first time you fight husks in Mass Effect 2. So you've got collector drones, the assassins, the guardians, who all have their own kind of unique quirks. And then you have Harbinger, and then you have Scions, and then you have one more enemy. There's still another enemy that you fight in this. And, like, it's just very interesting. All of the other factions kind of drip feed their enemy types at you, right? When you first meet the mercenary groups, you meet, like, the grunts, and then, like, you meet some of the upper level kind of dudes, and you see a lot of the mechs and stuff like that. And you kind of get a feel for them, and then you get introduced to stuff like heavies and centurions and vanguards and all these kind of specialists.
Colonists loaded onto ship. Collectors nearly finished here. Need to hurry.
The collectors don't give you any time to acclimate at all. It's just like, here is the entire enemy roster. And I do mean the entire one. I think there's only one collector enemy that you don't see on Horizon, and that would be Abominations. I think they're the only ones. And I think A-bombs only show up in 2 missions, technically. 2 collector missions from now on, and then the final collector mission is when they show up. So, like, they really don't pull their punches. And it just leads to situations like this where it's like, oh, you just saw your first Scion? Well, here's 2 of them. Oh, and also you're going to be fighting HUD.
Should do the trick.
I am almost certainly going to die in this segment in particular.
Should burn nice Precisely. Engaging target.
So you have to do this weird, like, circle strafing dance just to
shields.
not die to the Scions alone? And the whole time the husks are just chasing after you. Oh, there goes Grunt. Fucking Christ. Squad mates are really bad at fighting heavies and Scions. Because they just don't know how to time their peaks. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna get hit here, and I might get hit another time. And I can't hit... Yeah, I couldn't hit Unity because I was under a cooldown. Oh, Jesus. You can't fight them while in cover because then the husks get on top of you, and that's a death sentence in its own right.
Just the thing to help.
Shields have failed.
Oh my god, everyone's already dead! This is the hardest part of the mission. And it's like, ah!
Enjoy.
Moving in. I've got no shields.
God, please get into cover.
You're hitting me, Shepard. Got it.
Hit.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad for me.
I got it.
Oh, that was a bad time. That was a bad time to do that. The fact that Grunt's still alive was kind of impressive. Alright, there's one Scion. Alright, there we go. Halfway through. And I've only burned all of my ammo. Now might be a good time to break out that grenade launcher.
Krogan!
Definitely wasted a couple shots there, but what are you gonna do?
There's the transmitter.
Alright, I know there's some power cells around here. I don't know if I'm gonna use power cells for the next big encounter, but I definitely was gonna use them there. That was it's a bit too close for comfort, you know what I mean?
Normandy, do you copy?
Joker here. Signal's weak, Commander, but we got you.
Time to show these things we give as good as we get. Edie, bring the defense towers online.
Errors in the calibration software are easily rectified, but it will take time to bring the towers to full power.
I recommend a defensive posture. I will not be able to mask the increased generator output.
The collectors will try to stop it. Good.
Got any other helpful tips?
Just one. Enemy reinforcements are closing in. I suggest you ready weapons.
Alright, Harvey time. More Harvey time. It's just immediately he's here.
On our left.
My attacks will tear you apart. This hurts you. Yeah, right on your ass. Sentient beings need never fear pain.
Bypassing fail safes and attempting emergency power-up. Please hold the defense tower.
Fucking head. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Help. Not the right weapon.
Neutralize Commander Shepard. I will direct this personally.
One of those times that not dealing with Harbinger is better than dealing with Harbinger, because he's just not charging me. I'd rather just shoot all of his cronies, you know? You wanna wait for that shield to wear off there, buddy? You fucker.
This body's pain is irrelevant. Assuming direct control. Your attack is an insult.
Fucking whore.
There is no pain. There is no fear.
This guy is being a real fucking prick.
It will replace it. Direct intervention is necessary. If I must tear you apart, Shepard. I'll put them down.
It's not old yet. Still not old.
Simple enough. Doubtful that enemy has withdrawn. Reinforcements likely.
It's still a funny joke.
Sequential power-up initiated. Guardian anti-ship batteries at 40%.
More coming. Guess
Still funny. Fuck them up, Brent. Fuck them up, homeboy.
My shields are down.
I'll take them. Too late. Now.
Deploying incineration tech.
Attack. Assuming control. You will know pain, Shepard. Right. My attacks will tear you apart. Impact. Sure. Got it.
Should burn nicely. We'll end
quickly. You cannot resist.
Oh, Warden's fucking dead.
This hurts you.
Guardian anti-ship batteries at 60%. Syncing targeting protocols to Normandy systems. Continue to protect the tower.
You will know pain, Shepard. I'll put them down. You only damage the vessel. We are your genetic destiny.
Alright, the time has come to move from this position, that's for fucking sure. Oh.
On the ground, now!
I miss playing Vanguard simply for having the movement tech. Was it time?
There will be more. There's always more.
Quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save, quick save. Please, quick save. Oh, man. It's the final boss. This fucking thing.
Edie, we need that system online. A new collector template. Not sure what it is. Try to keep your distance.
It's fucking mean is what it is. It's a fucking Praetorian.
Target was immune. Problematic.
I have control.
So a Praetorian at certain health thresholds would also... Okay, this is the thing I'm talking about as well. So, by the way, the Guardian laser batteries, in lore, they're short-range, like, lasers. Like, they're lasers, right? That are designed to cut through hulls. And you would think you'd see, like, these big lasers going and cutting, but they're not. They're just, like, conventional guns. So I don't know why they wouldn't call them Guardian batteries when they're just big fucking guns. Sorry, nerd over. Praetorians are fucking mean. They have these big laser beams that are very mean. But also, like, at certain health thresholds, and if they get close enough to you, enter that invulnerability barrier phase, where they, like, invuln, they do a, short-range AoE attack, and do that, and get all their barriers back. So you have to keep your distance with them, but being out of cover against a Praetorian is just asking for death, because they deal so much damage so quickly. Again, a time that being an infiltrator is really good simply for the get out of jail free card that is Tactical Cloak.
Should burn nicely. Target was immune. Problematic.
And see, Morden got too close to him, so he just did the shield sequence again.
Indeed.
I'm gonna burn through all my fucking ammo against this thing. Look at how fucking quickly it moves!
Indeed. Engaging target.
Fuck.
Recommend something else.
God fucking damn it! Ah! I don't have the ammo! My Casa Locus is the only weapon I have that's good against barriers. And I burned all of my ammo on this phase already. And then Grunt gets too fucking close. Sets the Praetorian off again.
Here, enjoy.
I'm gonna set the Praetorian off again if I'm not fucking careful. Oh my god. I used up all of my fucking SMG and pistol ammo. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's a lot of red chili on my screen. I almost fucking died. Not gonna be weird. Not gonna be weird.
They have most of the humans on board. They got what...
No! Don't let him get away!
The's nothing we can do.
They fucking... It loaded too fast. It cut off Grunt's line.
In there. They took Egan and Sam and Lilith. Do something!
I did my best. You just hid in your damn bunker.
Damn, pretty defensive.
Respect. If it wasn't for Shepard, you'd all be on that ship.
Shepard? Wait. I know that name. Sure, I remember you. You're some type of big Alliance hero.
Commander Shepard, captain of the Normandy, the first human Spectre, savior of the Citadel. You're in the presence of a legend, Delan. And a ghost.
All the good people we lost and you get left behind. Figures. Screw this. I'm done with you Alliance types.
The Mass Effect 1 menu music here is great.
I thought you were dead, Commander. We all did.
You don't sound too happy to see me. Something bothering you, Caden?
Yeah, something's bothering me. I spent the past 2 years believing you were dead. I would have followed you anywhere, Commander. Thinking you were gone was like losing a limb. Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Not my choice. I spent the last 2 years in some kind of coma while Cerberus rebuilt me.
You're with Cerberus now. I can't believe the reports were right.
Reports? You already knew?
Alliance Intel thought Cerberus might be behind the missing human colonies. I got a tip this colony might be the next one to get hit. Anderson stonewalled me, but there were rumors that you weren't dead, that you were working for the enemy.
God damn. So I'm kind of really glad that Caden survived, because there is this fantastic mod. Caden normally doesn't look like this in Mass Effect 2. He normally looks closer to his Mass Effect 1 model, and he looks like this model in Mass Effect 3, and that always really bothered me, that he doesn't change appearance very much in the 2 years between 1 and 2, but changes a lot in the 6 months between 2 and 3. And so, yeah, somebody agreed with me, and they made a mod that imports Caden's Mass Effect 3 skin into Mass Effect 2, so you get adult Caden here, and it's a good look. It's a good look, is all I'm gonna say.
Cerberus and I want the same thing, to save our colonies. That doesn't mean I answer to them.
Do you really believe that? Or is that just what Cerberus wants you to think? I wanted to believe the rumors that you were alive, but I never expected anything like this. You've turned your back on everything we stood for.
Caden, you know me. You know I'd only do this for the right reason. You saw it yourself. The Collectors are targeting human colonies, and they're working with the Reapers.
I want to believe you, Shepard, but I don't trust Cerberus. They could be using the threat of a Reaper to manipulate you. What if they're behind it? What if they're working with the Collectors?
Too hung up on Cerberus, ignoring the real threat.
You're letting how you feel about their history get in the way of the facts.
Maybe. Or maybe you feel like you owe Cerberus because they saved you. Maybe you're the one who's not thinking straight. You've changed, but I still know where my loyalties lie. I'm an Alliance soldier. Always will be. I've got to report back to the Citadel. They can decide if they believe your story or not.
So long, Caden.
So long, Commander. Good luck.
I'm not going to tell Caden to come with me, because he's just going to get into another fucking argument.
Joker, send the shuttle to pick us up. I've had enough of this colony.
This scene is really great if you romance the Vermeer survivor, because the Vermeer survivor is always the character that shows up here. It's great. It's a good little bit of back and forth dialogue you have with them. Genuinely a little heartbreaking. Caden's is really hard. Credit to his voice actor. He delivers a very
Shepard,
convincingly hurt
Hopefully the
tone
Collectors
of
will
voice.
think twice before attacking another colony.
That was our first strike. How do we find them the next time?
The Collectors will be more careful now, but I think we can find another way to lure them in.
I wondered if you had something to do with that attack. Caden said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus.
I released a few carefully disguised rumors that you might be alive and
You
working
fucking
for
bitch.
Cerberus.
I see. What were you trying to prove?
I suspected the Collectors were looking for you, or people connected to you. Now I know for certain. It was a risk, but I couldn't just wait for them to take another colony. You understand?
We chased them off once. Find a target and I'll hit it.
Our target is set, but we can't reach it yet. It's their home world. I'm devoting all resources to finding a way through the Omega-4 relay. We have to hit them where they live. Your team will need to be strong, as will their resolve. There's no looking back. The same goes for you. Can I assume you've put your past relationships behind you?
None of your damn business.
If it affects the mission, better you should leave it behind. Shepard, once you find a way through the Omega-4 relay to the Collector homeworld, there's no guarantee you'll return. To have any hope of surviving, you and your entire team must be fully committed to this.
Thanks for the pep talk, but we'll be fine.
I've forwarded 3 more dossiers. Keep building your team while I find a way through the relay. And be careful, Shepard. The Collectors will be watching you.
I guess we're really gonna do it. Hit the Omega-4 relay. Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action. After seeing what those bastards did on Horizon, though, makes you think.
I need you sharp and focused if we're gonna get this done, Taylor.
That's what I meant, Commander. I don't want any distractions when we hit the relay. Gonna go take care of a little unfinished business. I imagine everyone else is, too. Getting some closure.
Hey, it's the introduction to loyalty missions. I think that's a good place to stop for the day. I do want to stop by here and make sure that there's no more... Oh, there is. There's a couple of upgrades here. But I don't really want to get... Like, we're going to have one hell of a crew chat ahead of us. And I kind of don't want to do it quite yet, partially because we haven't done a runoff for the romance choices yet. So, and considering that we're starting to get into the loyalties, that's the part where romances start to get locked in, right? Is when you start doing loyalty missions. And so, I think the plan of action is I'm going to actually, for sure, do the romance votes on the Discord if you're not on the Discord. Here's a link below where we're going to vote on who Shepard gets the romance in this game. That's the big vote that I'm doing on the Discord. It's an important one. There are 6 choices. So we have some room, right? And when we come back next week, we'll have locked it in for sure. And is there anything else I wanted to say? Anything else on top of my brain? Yeah, we'll also probably do next week after we get our romance locked door. We're probably gonna go and do some recruitment on Ilium. I think that on Ilium. I always forget. Because Ilium or Ilium is a planet in Star Wars, and Ilium or Ilum, whose name I keep going backwards, is a planet in Mass Effect. I can't keep them straight. We're gonna go there, do some recruitment, maybe do a couple loyalties, and then Thursday we're gonna do Project Overlord, and that's gonna be a whole thing. But I think that's gonna do it for us. Thanks everybody for dropping by. Thank you for putting up with my chat at the beginning of the stream that took up like a third of our time, it feels like. But that's really all I wanted to do today. I kind of expected, again, Horizon, it's not as hard as people remember it being. I died twice, smiley face. But I did kind of expect it to take a little bit longer than it did, so I didn't really plan out time for anything else. And I don't really feel like there's anything else I can start and finish in the next 20 minutes, you know? So we're just gonna call it here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. See you tomorrow. We're doing Devil May Cry. Bye, 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 bye.